Aloha and Happy New Year, January 1st, 2022. Okay, come on, let's go, Hodo. Come on, let's go. Come on up. Want to go? So, we're going to go ahead and talk about a few ideas, as long as Hodo wants to come. He doesn't like the camera. Come here, Hodo. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Hodo. Anyways. We're going to go ahead and talk about a few different things that you would talk about on New Year's, right? Your New Year's resolution. So, January 1st, 2020, remember my New Year's resolution was to re-nourish myself, okay? And it's been now 2 years and I'm still re-nourishing myself from the malnourishment I got from 15 years of trying to be an herbivore. Again, learn from different people. Come on, Hodo. Let's go. Okay, let's see. Let's see if he'll come. Come on, Hodo. Let's go. There we go. There we go, Mr. Hodo. The star of the show here. What do you think, Hodo? Happy New Year's? Yeah? He says, Happy New Year's as long as I get a chance to fly and have a good time. There we go. Get him, Hodo. And get some love every day and some kisses, and there he is. Okay, what a beautiful day. Clouds are just starting to come, but it's been beautiful all morning long. And here, muzzle. Call my friends over first. But some ideas for a New Year's resolution. Come on, Bubba's! Come on! New Year's resolution. Maybe for me, come on! There we go, we got a couple comers. Come on! Maybe for me, this year, I'm gonna go ahead and be a little wiser than I was in the previous years, and that's pretty easy. Come on, Bubba's! Look at the newborns over here. Now they're about 5 weeks old now. Come on, Bubba's! They're probably like 35 pounds. Come on! There you go, Bubba's! Toho! And if you haven't watched our other videos on just some of the sheep videos we did, and another good one I did was just life on the farm. So you could go ahead and see, you know, what a pleasure it is to take my shoes off. What a pleasure it is to be able to have fun with your animals, with your friends, right? We'll come back, you guys, in a second. What's up, Bubba? Okay, so let's get into this now. You know, New Year's resolution is supposed to be always good, right? It's always supposed to be good. I'm supposed to want to do something better, change it up in a direction that would be changing it up, not down. And, you know, I used to have a couple gyms before, and I know New Year's resolution, right? The gym's packed from January 1st to about January 30th, and then all of a sudden you start dropping people very quick because their New Year's resolution didn't stick, right? So my years of New Year's resolutions, of course, are in my mind every day, because that's what a New Year's resolution is every morning you wake up. What is your wish that you command for yourself, right? So, you know, life is always pretty weird when you, of course, don't guide your ship. Okay, you have to guide your ship. You don't just have a ship and let it blow you wherever you want to, because of course you have no future, right? Whatever it brings is good, well, maybe not so good. Maybe you'll learn a lot to be able to guide yourself, right? You learn from the past. You know the miracle of life is in the now, right? The air I feel against my body, the sun I can feel, okay, the birds, the animals, okay, it's the now. And you guide your ship to the future. So that might be one of your resolutions, instead of just sort of letting things, you know, sort of blow around where you may not want them to blow, and then you have daily drama every day, trying to go ahead and deal with what you really don't want to deal with. Why? Because maybe you didn't guide your ship in that direction, and make small little corrections on the way. And maybe you had to turn around too, because maybe what you thought was impossible to achieve, okay? Or you just don't have the discipline to keep on going at it. But anyways, New Year's resolutions, okay? I mean, I do some every year, then I keep them every year as much as I can. And my last year New Year's resolution too was to really integrate with family more. So I visited family several times going back to California, and you know, getting that part of my New Year's resolution in gear. So now, since I of course put that into my New Year's resolution, then that means I have to, could or should do that every year. So New Year's resolutions, there's this sort of pile up on top of each other. You're not supposed to get one, right? And wish for one, let's say, under guilt, shame, whatever the case may be, remember? You think you're going to lose 20 pounds? Well, then it's your New Year's resolution, right? To be able to learn some things from others that you feel that you can get some inspiration for. Because a lot of New Year's resolutions are sometimes a little lofty for a lot of people to be able to achieve. So, you know, if that's the case, you know, start easy. And here's a couple of them, okay? How about your New Year's resolution is to be able to reduce your wireless exposure as much as you can, shutting off your Wi-Fi at night, right? New Year's resolution, every night. Shut off your phone, put it on airplane mode. If you need an alarm, go ahead and put it on airplane mode and it'll still work. If you have to keep it on, then there's ways to shield that, okay, a lot, but don't keep it next to your bed. If you've, again, got wireless things in your house, then you may want to go ahead and watch our other videos on reducing your RF frequencies. And there's lots of ways to be able to do that, okay? A lot of them are very simple, but you have to start from somewhere. So that's a New Year's resolution. Another New Year's resolution, let's say you're vegan. Okay, and remember, the vegan diet is a diet. It is not a lifestyle. You can do it for a little while. You can try to be an herbivore. You can try to eat that grass, right? It's just not going to do it, though. Okay, you can go ahead and use plants, herbs, spices, resins. Okay, these are mostly for detoxification. Very minimal nutrition, as you can say, but they do have a lot of action. Okay. So you have to watch yourself on that, because the bioavailability of those types of foods, okay, that you think are superfoods, remember the superfood of superfood is liver. That's what it is. And, you know, to re-nourish yourself, like I said, it took me 2 years, and I'm about 150 pounds right now, and, you know, I don't have any body fat. Pretty much, remember, I'm 61 just in a little bit of time. Okay, so I'm an old man. Okay, and I follow the Earth Academy protocols, practices, and principles, and what I'm doing is constantly upgrading, enhancing, and optimizing my world. And then as I find out better things, then what I do is I share them to Earth Academy. So there's a lot of good protocols we did last year. Without mentioning too many of them, wound up too sensitive for YouTube. Remember, parasites, just real quick, parasites and toxicity, and that can be from wireless toxicity, it can be from physical toxicity, chemicals, okay, are, in my 40 plus years of looking at this as my day job and my night job, okay, those are the two most, okay, you can say factors that why people get sick, okay, toxicities. So that might be a good resolution for you, is to be able to maybe just eat organic. Just eat organic, okay? My new resolution. Yeah, it's going to cost you more, so eat less. If you're overweight, eat a meal a day, but make sure what you're eating is going to go ahead and feed you. And if you are wanting to go ahead and do a you know, like my New Year's resolution, let's say, if you're just beginning, is maybe just to be able to fast 1 day a week. 1 day a week. And that'll help you. Remember, baby steps at a time. If you do too much, you're never going to reach your goals. You just don't. You will never reach your goals if you have, you know, too much too quick. So a lot of the protocols you know, I've been sharing with you guys for a long time. You know, it takes a lot for people to be able to see other perspectives. Remember, I'm not telling anybody what to do, but there's a lot of things you may want to try and figure it out for yourself from there. But your new resolution, okay, that you want to put into yourself every day, New Year's, right? It's the new year right now. And your New Year's resolution should be something attainable. And there's so many things that, you know, maybe your New Year's resolution is to disconnect from your smart system for a day, a week, okay? Use your computer, hardwire your house. Maybe your New Year's resolution is to be nice to people, okay? And to know that most of the people are agitated from all the wireless tech. They're agitated because they don't exercise. They're agitated because they've got heavy metal poisoning. It's because that's what it is. And so you have to give people patience. That's one of my New Year's resolutions this year, is to give people a little more patience. And for me to know that they're emotionally unsound, most people, and not to trigger them as much with perspectives that may sort of make them think a little bit outside the box. We've done, again, lots of videos for you to be able to just sort of think a bigger picture. Think a bigger picture. Maybe this year, your New Year's resolution is not to believe, okay, as much as you do. Not to believe, B-E, and what's the middle? L-I-E, right? Lie. You believe. You may see that as an opinion and a possibility, but do you believe? Do you see if you can research and check out the information? Do you do that? Or do you rely on what everybody else does to tell you, because maybe this last year and your previous years you were maybe too lazy to do the work, okay? To be able to look into things, to be able to maybe, remember, fix this machine. Fix this machine. The body, remember, is your church. This should be on the top of your list for your New Year's resolution, or of this revelation, really, okay? Is to be able to forget about loving yourself, okay? Remember, Happy New Year's is a state of emotional feeling. You're not going to get it from the outside. It's an emotional feeling, and if you're toxic, you're not going to have a Happy New Year. Forget about what's going on the outside. Shut your TV off and you won't know too much, right? Don't watch horror films. You won't go ahead and feel that torture. Don't watch the news. Forget that torture, okay? But, like I said, this goes deep. So, you know, let's just get back to New Year's resolutions. I see people doing a lot of these things, okay, and saying a lot of these things, but most people do not follow through. Look at this little baby. What's up, Bubbles? What's up, Bubbles? What's up, Bubble? Hi, sweetie. You guys scared the camera? Last night was New Year's, right? And I spent about 45 minutes with these guys in the dark. It was so clear. Billions of stars. And gave everybody some love. So maybe your New Year's resolution this year is to find some love internally, to give to yourself, and externally, of course, because nature will give you that feeling. Nature. Look at the big bamboo right there. Nature will give you that feeling. Oh, the sun just came out. If you know, are living in your house, because most people are, right? You're in lockdown. And we won't get into gematria or any of that stuff because it's New Year's right now. And we'll just be on a simple note here. But, you know, there's a story being told to everyone, and critical thinking will let you piece it apart. And we, as people, talk to each other to try to figure things out. We just do. Or we should. And that's what critical thinking is. It's not just you thinking alone, it's for you to be able to think with other people. So if you think with other people, then critical thinking is exponential. So, you know, it's good to go ahead and stay in touch, but face to face if you can, because a lot of people are doing the, you know, the artificial intelligence. I see you just like you're going to see me on YouTube, right? It's not really me, it's pixelations of me, right? Does a good job, right? In showing what I look like. But it's going through a interface that no one understands. Remember, this is beyond technology. Remember, you're holding, and this is why, you know, I try to share with people, you know, a circular saw is a tool. And so is a microwave transmitter called a cell phone. It's a tool. And if you don't use that tool correctly, that circular saw, you cut your leg, right? Maybe cut your leg off or kill yourself. I've seen people really injure themselves with tools because you're not using them correctly. So, you know, like I said, this year's new resolution for you, revelation, should be to be able to really investigate things deeper. Okay? Investigate things deeper. And look into the revisionists, so you can go ahead and get some different perspectives. Revisionists are people that look into things and they revision them. I told you on other videos, watch the Lost History of Earth. Remember, this is maybe your New Year's resolution, is to be able to see other perspectives other than what you've been told or think you know. Remember, most of it's hearsay. So, anyways, your New Year's resolution and mine, remember, is like you making a solemn promise to yourself. Just sort of think of it that way. And, you know, think of something that you can do throughout the year. Throughout the year. Not just something that you're going to do for a few weeks like the people in the gym, right? So, you know, your New Year's resolution, like I said, could be anything from, hey, getting out in the sun 2 times a week, full body nude, which I'm going to do maybe, but the clouds are coming, to be able to renew your body. Okay? The sun goes into your body and it makes you happy. That's what it does. Maybe you're going to start exercising, and that's a true thing for you to do, but not exercising every day, maybe just once a week, and then get hungry to exercise for twice a week, especially when you're paying for a gym membership. Okay? And you can do it at home, but it's better sometimes to go out just because other people are in that mode, and that's the mode you want to be in. No distractions, and keep your microwave transmitter in the car. There we go. Wow. Oh, that sun feels so good. So, I've been doing a lot more exploring now since I've been going back to California and exploring my old place where I used to live, right? Where I used to go ahead and well, do what we do. We know all the streets. We went to school at this place. We remember getting in trouble over here. And so I've had so many good memories, and that might be a New Year's resolution, is for you to maybe go back to your original house and really spend some time, sometimes by yourself, just so you can think. And just remember all those times that you had back then. All my times were good, even though some were not so good, doesn't matter. Where I am today is what matters, right? So if you've had not so good of things in your life, don't carry them on over to your other life, which is another part of you, right? Learn from the past. Know the present is a miracle. Remember, I don't breathe, it breathes. The wind, no one knows what it is. No one knows what the sun is, no matter what they tell you. No one knows how, look, a blade of grass works. No, they don't. No, they don't. They watch it grow, but they don't know how it does it by itself. Okay, intelligent design, of course. And guide your ship to the future. I mean, this should be one of your New Year's resolutions that you should have made when maybe you were 12 years old. And then you kept that New Year's resolution, you kept it every year. Remember, the New Year's resolution is to be embedded into your sequence of making yourself better. not giving it a try. So, you know, make sure that your New Year's resolution, again, is within your scope of reach. Okay? And your New Year's resolution should be mostly of loving yourself. Because most people, if you're overweight, remember, you're not loving yourself as much as you should. You're not. And it's easy to go ahead and lose weight. All you have to do is find out people that have done the work. So you can see it can be done. And all it takes is just a little bit of discipline and inspiration. And you don't have to do things fast. What you're doing is you're changing it up for the year, not for a week. Changing it up for the year. Maybe have a meal a day if you're overweight. You'll lose weight there. Drink a gallon of distilled water a day. Watch our videos. Like I said, $10 a month, Earther Academy. You know, there's a lot of protocols, practices, and principles that I put on there that have taken 40 years of learning from other people, from being a clinician, seeing over 100,000 patient office visits just to know that you can't help people unless they want to help themselves. Nobody's going to be your savior. You have to be your own savior. And as you get older, sort of find out, don't, you know, this is the procrastination I see that most people, because everybody's so busy with all their wireless, with all their texting and everything else distracting all day. You're not really, you know, giving yourself a program that you should follow weekly. Remember, be like to yourself. If you don't have someone to help you, be like yourself. That's going to write your schedule out for the next month. And try to stick with it as much as you can. Okay? 2 times a week in the sun, right? You're going to maybe listen to different people that you feel that have some information that you may want to learn. Do further research. Don't believe anybody. The things that I tell you are by personal experience and by, well, working with a lot of other people to be able to see its power, its and we're talking about the therapies, to be able to see if they're dangerous for people. And any therapy can be dangerous. Going in the sauna, if you don't drink water first, you can have a heart attack. So, you know, anyways, to always take the therapies that we teach, do them slow. And if it doesn't make sense to you, don't do it. And only do one therapy at a time. And then give yourself a rest so your body can recuperate. You know, like I said, a New Year's resolution can be very simple, but keep it into your energy field for the whole year. So if you need to, write it on the wall and put it there and stare at it every time you walk out the door, whatever it is. Hey, I'm going to make my bed for the next year. Pretty simple to do that, right? I'm going to clean my house once a week for the next year. Okay? Pretty simple to do that. Those are simple things. You should have did those, like I said, maybe when you were 12, maybe when you were 8. So, anyways, guys, I just wanted to wish you a not only Merry Christmas, right? Because that's a thing of sharing families, love. Forget about all the economic garbage. It's just, to me, it's just basically where people get together and everybody is in a loving, giving mood. Because remember, the Happy New Year is a mood. That's it. It's not a condition. It's a mood. And your mood has a lot to do with, you know, how you perceive the world. If you perceive the world as you're a victim, that's just a mood. Your year, no matter what you do, is not going to be happy. So don't be the victim anymore. Don't be the victim. And it's hard for people, like I said, to be able to even know that they are, again, believing a lot of things, and they're making themselves the victim only because they haven't even done any deeper levels of and it's called research, because you're researching things, okay? And no one's done any really, you know, deeper levels of investigation, because all you can do is believe what you're told and what others believe. Remember, New Year's resolution, don't believe so much. Don't believe so much. Learn from other people in many different ways, that they have maybe taken one little piece of the matrix and made a little more sense to you, because we're all confused. Everybody is. And everybody sees that you don't have any future. So, you know, don't feel that way. Remember, you have a future. Okay? Make your program. It's a New Year's resolution. Do it as best as you can. And the biggest, you know, best thing that you can give yourself is free. Is, you know, make sure you get out in nature. Even if you're in the cold, it's nice to be able to go outside and revel at the, you know, the miracle of life that you're seeing all the way around me. The miracle of life. Jeez. Okay, let's go feed these guys just for a sec. And it's very good, I found, for people that are depressed to take care of things. And there's a lot of people that are depressed, and depression comes from overexcitation of lots of things. Could be your emotions, could be just from your wireless, right? Could be from a lot of things. But it's overexcitation of drama, like I said, maybe overexcitation of sexuality. Anyways, let's feed these guys. Okay, who wants some? Bye. Come on, Bubbles. Here we go. Woo-hoo. Here we go. There you go, Bubbles. You want some? Yeah, it's good, huh? Look at these little guys. And these, like I said, these animals have grounded me so much and given me so much love, is because I give them a lot of love right back. We massage everybody. Right, Bubba? Everybody gets massaged. Oh, you choking, Mama? And everybody's so loving. Oh, she's choking on a pellet. She'll cough it up in a second, though. Yeah, I know, Bubba. Look at these little guys. Hey, Tweety. Oh, let's see. Let's pick up Miss Fatty. And she's only like 2 weeks old. Look at how big she is already. What's your mama? What's your mama? What's your mama? Yeah. That's good mama, huh? There you go. And if they didn't love me, they wouldn't let me touch them. Right, Bubba? You wouldn't let me touch you. Yeah, you love massage though, don't you? You still choking? She'll cough it up in a second. They get a pellet sort of stuck sideways, swallowing too quick. Okay, so I think that's about all I wanted to say. So keep it real with yourself. And that means keep it real. Okay, don't... Tell me your wings, Hodo. There you go. Say Happy New Year. Yep. And a happy every day for the year, right? Yep. Okay, mister. You want to go? And we'll say goodbye. We'll see you guys. Okay. Say, see you later, Hodo. Shut the gate. There you go, show him. Okay. There's Hodo going. Happy New Year. Again, the miracle of life. Just that alone, to be able to acknowledge this year, you're going to acknowledge that things are intelligently designed, and the idea that everything evolved from primordial algae in the Big Bang theory. The coconut, look, falls from a tree and it starts to make another one on its own. Really. Okay, and the coconut doesn't have babies or mate with any of these other trees. Not even that coconut. Okay, the coconuts are their own individual species. So maybe that's your New Year's resolution, is to be able to believe in intelligent design, which means that something here has genetically modified all the creatures that we see with some form of intelligent design. Remember, what a New Year's resolution. Look at this gardenia. Wow. Okay, perfect hexagon. Following the Fibonacci sequence. You can call it the God sequence, right? Let me smell this thing. Okay. They smell better at night or more. But, oh. Just remember, you too quick to smell the roses or the flowers? Too quick, right? To be able to not see the intelligent design. 2 more seconds here. Let's go see the turtles. And this is what keeps me, you can call it sane, right? Are the animals. And the intelligent design. Look, the coconuts. The intelligent design. Hey guys, look. The intelligent design. And everybody's eating. Mongoose is eating that one. Okay, intelligent design. Grapefruits. Look at all those lemons over there. Cherry tree. This tree will not genetically modify itself to get into this tree. Look at that papaya right there, just dropped from a seed. You think it's going to have anything to do with this tree by genetically modifying it? No. Look, the turkeys, when they have babies, they clone themselves. This is intelligent design. They never change. They don't evolve like you think or like you've been told from a fish. Remember, the New Year's resolution is not to believe a lot of BS. Right, Tommy? What do you think? My buddy, he talks right back. Look at him. Intelligent design. Look at him. Look at all the little bumps. He's the blue-faced, they call him the blue-faced devil with the body of a Christly being. But that face, okay, both of them, it's only what a mother can love, right? Their species. Alligators love each other, right? Pit vipers love each other. And those ducks will never have cross-linked species with these guys. Just the way it is. Okay. Enough. What do you guys want, something, huh? Showing them your feathers, Tommy? Look at how beautiful you are. Okay, we'll see you guys. Lots of videos we'll be doing this year. A lot of them possibly in the areas of what I've done this year using anti-parasitic medications. Not medication, but medications. Remember, the demons. One of the New Year's resolutions is maybe to release the demons within, the physical parasites. And we've talked about this on other videos. Okay, the mind parasites that a lot of people don't know they have, that you gave to yourself, right? How do you let them go? Well, again, we've talked about it on those other videos. Okay, we'll see you guys. Aloha. Gonna cut the lawn. All right. And get a little more sun. Whew. Aloha. Happy New Year, guys.